Hey, this is Dean Graziosi. Welcome to the Weekly Wisdom. If you're new to this site, browse around. Congratulations for making it here. If we don't have your name and email address, either log on and register so you could post and get all the benefits of this site, or you can get one of my free books over here. Let's get your name and email so we could send you reminders each week of these Weekly Wisdoms. Plus, you get a chance to meet so many great people. Okay, this week, a couple of things. Over the weekend, I registered for Instagram. I don't know if you guys are on it. It's pretty cool. With such a crazy schedule and trying to be a good dad and running businesses, I don't have a lot of free time to be on all the social media, Facebook and Instagram and things like that, Twitter. But I registered for Instagram this weekend, and it's pretty cool. Because I could, if I'm in the middle of something, I just took a picture of me sitting here doing the Weekly Wisdom. I took a picture of me and my daughter ran a race on Saturday. She ran her first race. I think it was a mile long in Tempe, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. And, I took a picture of that, and I stuck it up there. So I'm going to try to do a picture a day, at least one a day on Instagram, because it's so darn easy. So I'd love for you to follow me. If you don't know Instagram or you don't use it, I just got on it this weekend. If you have a Droid phone or an Apple phone, go to the App Store. You can download the app for free. And then once you go in, search Dean Graziosi. There's no space. And follow me. And if you want to see, I'll make sure that I do a picture a day, or at least I'll try, sometimes two. I don't know. It's pretty cool. If you haven't tried it yet, I'd give it a shot. And I'm not getting paid for you to go on Instagram. I just think it's a cool way to be in communication or in contact and get to see what other people are doing, because we have so much free time, right? Okay, so my lesson for today was taught to me running with my daughter this weekend. In fact, if you go on Instagram, you can see the picture of me and her. She's so darn cute. She's 6 years old, and I signed her up for a 1 mile, I think it was a mile race, the PF Chang's in Tempe, Arizona, and she had her cute little outfit on, and we did some running for the last couple of weeks, just a little bit. And I learned something really cool. I shouldn't say I learned something. Something was reinforced just by gut instinct. And it kind of goes along with Kaizen, one step at a time. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? How do you run a 1,000-mile race? One step at a time. So many times we have such a crazy busy life, and we want to move so quick. We take on so much. We want to change so much, get these deals done as fast as possible, do all this stuff. And when it doesn't work out, we kind of feel like we failed or didn't succeed or start getting depressed or down. I get it. Okay, so let me just tell you, this is going to be a really simple Weekly Wisdom. Me and my daughter start running. Of course, I'm a competitive man. Just like there's competitive women, there's competitive people. My daughter's less competitive than I see in my boy, right? But my daughter's more logical, and she said, I just want to run a steady pace, Dad. Don't push me. I just want to finish it, because she knew I was probably like, let's win, right? So I run with her, and they say she runs, and I was going to run behind her. And I didn't want to push her, and the race starts. And we're running. She's doing really good. And I wasn't running really slow. She was moving. But then I realized, I said to her, hey, do you want to pass that kid? And she goes, yeah, let's pass him. And she passed one. And I'm like, hey, let's pass that other one. And we passed another one. And as we're running, I'm like, do you want to pass one more kid? And we kept going, and we passed everybody in her group. They had the lines, like they wait every 3 minutes, a new group goes. She passed every kid in her group, and we passed half of the kids in the second group. And guess what? My daughter's not a super athlete. She's not super tall. She's not super strong. She's an average, wonderful little girl that at first she was intimidated by this big crowd. And she's like, Dad, I just want to finish. Don't push me. I don't want to embarrass myself. And she was all nervous. But when I just taught her, it was a great lesson. We just picked off one person at a time. It wasn't overwhelming anymore. It was just like, I'm just going to beat that kid. And then we got done. She goes, I'm just going to beat that kid. I'm going to beat that kid. And I kid you not, when we got to the last final stretch, there was like 2 kids in front of us. And she goes, let's get them. And she blew by the last 2 kids. I kid you not, she did really good. I was really proud of her. Anyway, made me think of you guys, think of my own lessons in life. Let's take the accomplishments we want to achieve in life or in real estate as one person, one thing, one opponent, whatever it is, one accomplishment at a time. Let's just pick them off. Every time she picked one off, I could tell she got more confidence and she was picking up speed. That's what we need to do. In this real estate, there's a million steps. There's a lot of changes. But we have a lot of amazing education, whether you're at our live events, have my book, you're going to a buying summit, you're at boots on the ground, you're at our next level education doing calls, whatever it is, we're teaching you one step at a time. So why don't you find a way to pick off one thing at a time and build the confidence as you go. Now, I've been teaching similar, plateaus of success. I share a lot of the same things. But when life proves to me that it works, even in the gut, or in the just the core of who my little 6-year-old daughter is, I see that these philosophies work, not sometimes, they work all the time. So what can you pick off one at a time over the next month? Maybe we should make a list today. That's my message for today. Oh, hit me up on Instagram. Follow me. I'm going to try to do a picture or two every day. I think it should be pretty cool. I'm going to try not to spend too much time. Well, I can't. I don't have that much time, but I think it's a pretty cool thing, and I'll talk to you next week.